Hello CMA aspirants. So we are gonna start with second module, operations planning. Okay, and this particular module includes demand forecasting, capacity planning, facility layout and locational layout, resource aggregate planning, materials requirement planning, manufacturing resource planning, economic batch quantity. From here definite question will be there. Okay, I do not know, there are so many important concepts on this particular module, but the institute has given only a weightage of 5%. Okay, let's not talk about the weightage. In earlier cases, if we have seen, some contrast has been taken between the weightage what is been given and the weightage what it is also followed in the paper. We give equal importance to each and every topic. Okay, so but economic batch quantity, they will definitely a problem. Yeah, so we'll straight away move to the demand forecasting. Demand forecasting. Okay, so forecasting means what? Predicting the future. Demand is what? So it is a requirement and a desire of a consumers. Okay, according to the consumer desire, the demand is created. Okay, we learn about these terms first. Demand and forecast. Demand in a simpler way defined as the requirement and desire of a consumer to purchase products and services and willingness and ability to pay. So just one thing is willingness and ability to pay for the same. I am willing to buy this and I have ability to pay for this, and how the demand is created. Got it? I am willing to buy this and I have the ability to pay for the same. Okay, so that's how the demand. And example of a product, see, household durable products like televisions, daily use products like soap, and example of service like pathological test by medical service providing laboratories like Dry Ray and Trivedi Lab. So the products or service demanded are of two different categories, such as industrial purpose products like machines and consumer specific products like confectionaries. Okay, two different industrial purpose also, machines comes and products like confectionery. How the demand is created mainly. Understand only one thing, willingness and ability to pay for availing the products. Next, forecasting. That is nothing but predicting about a future happenings under requirements based on available information and devices, evidences. Okay. Next, example forecasting of a product requirements is forecasting about weather forecasting of fashion trends, forecasting of a tourist inflow, forecasting of a patient admission, forecasting of a technology, etc. In this segment, we shall restrict ourselves for the discussions mainly on forecasting about demand of a product. There are forecasting on so many different various terms, but here we only concentrate on forecasting of a demand on products. Why do we need to forecast the demand? Who can give me the answer? Already you have an answer. Why do we need to forecast the demand? Suppose in future there might be two cases. One case is the demand will be increased more. Second case is the demand is very less. And you must if the demand is more, the products what you have is less, you are lost. If the demand is very high but the product you have is very less, again you are lost. Okay. So according to the demand in a near future, you are going to produce the products similar or near approximately to it. That is how we need to forecast the demand. So for a holistic perspective, any organization is described in terms of its supply chain. Also some items called value chain, which gets into existence from the moment demand is created. See, let it in terms of supply chain and also the value chain, which gets into existence from the moment demand is created or it's generated. In other words, it is the demand that decides the existence of any business. Okay, it is the demand that decides the existence of any business. With the available demand forecasting, the organization performs productions or service planning, take inventory decisions, deciding on facility selection and process design and so on. Okay, and hence a reasonable accurate forecasting of demand can make a company, while absence of same lead to breaking the organization. So you must have to forecast the demand very properly or else the company will break. So the competition is earlier on a product phase and on service phase, where effectiveness and efficiency of forecasting is a critical success factor. When it is on service base, different strategies have to follow. When it is on product base, different strategies have to follow. When it is on both production and service base, a different strategies have to factor. So it is a critical success factor. CSF. Next, source of information used for forecasting. Okay, you need to forecast about a demand now. What and all the source? From where the source has get, and how do you get the source? What is the information? There are a number of sources from where the past information or evidences are gathered to facilitate forecasting of demand. What are those? Market report, sales force opinion, experts views, industry report, point of sale data, structured customer survey, field report. These are all the source of information. According to, based on those, you are going to create the products according to the demand expectations of predicting the future. However, all the above sources provide mostly structured data and information thereof. With the development in information and communication technology, today forecasting is significantly controlled by unstructured and semi-structured. Even though the above requirement data is providing structured data, but today we are having what? Semi-structured data with high volume of data in terms of quantified data, video, audio, image, multimedia, message, social media, post means. Now we have so many unstructured means. Social media, if you are gonna believe, not all the times it is correct. On rumors, people will get trolled. Okay, and on that also you cannot going by taking of the social media, you cannot decide the how the demand is to be created. So it is a very become a very not efficient way. Next, range of period. So range means what? Basically long, short, medium. If you are forecasting about a demand, means how long the decision must be taken, whether it is a long or a medium or it is a short. See, forecasting is done on short, medium and long term basis. The underlying objectives are explained below. The period of forecasting, that is the time range selected for the forecasting, depends upon the purpose for which the forecast is made. On what the forecast is made, it will be told. So the period may vary from 1 week to some years. Depending upon the period, the forecast can be termed as a short range forecasting, medium range forecasting and long range forecasting. Short range forecasting period may be 1 week, 2 weeks or a couple of months. Medium range forecasting period may vary to 3 to 6 months. Long range forecasting may vary from 1 year to any period. Okay, concentrate on this. Maybe objective type of question would be arised from this. The objective of the above said forecast is naturally different. See, in general, short term forecast, in general if we talk, the short term forecast will be noticed more useful in production planning. The manager who does short range forecast must see they are very near to the accuracy. See, if you are properly take a decision about a near future means about production planning, so the manager will definitely get success according near to the accuracy. So what are those? Short run forecasting, example, highly innovative products with short life cycle like smartphones, usually spanning around 6 to 8 months. Okay, suppose there are so many mobiles which are coming day to day life. So every version of the same company is releasing after 6 to 8 months. Okay, and you are going to change your decisions also. So if you forecast according properly to this short range, you can take a proper decision. Next, in case of a short term forecast which extends from few weeks to 3 or 6 months, example, smartphones usually spanning 6 to 8 months, which are generally we learned now. To estimate the inventory requirement, to provide transportation facility, and to decide workloads of men and machine, to find the working capital needed, to set up production run for the products, to fix sales quota, and to find required overtime to meet the delivery promises. Okay, till here. Next, see, medium run forecasting. Example, consumer durable products, medicines. In case of medium range forecasting, the period may extend over to 1 year to 2 years. Example, consumer durable products, medicines, the purpose of this type of forecasting. Definitely the expiry date is there, right? After the expiry date, the product has to be dumped. Okay, like medicines. See, here also same. To determine budgetary control over expenses, to determine dividend policy, to find and control maintenance expenses, to determine the schedule of operations, to plan for capacity adjustments. Okay, next come to the long run. Long run is like daily used routine household practice like atta. In long range forecast, the normal period is used generally 5 years. Example, daily used routine household products like atta. In some cases, it may extend to 10 to 15 years also. The purpose of long range forecast is to work out expected capital expenditure for future development or to acquire new facilities, to determine expected cash flow from sales, and to plan for future manpower requirements, and to plan for material requirements, to plan for research and development. Here much importance is given to the long range growth factors. So you learn short term and then medium term and long term also. Next we will be moving to the steps in forecasting. Okay, steps in forecasting. So here steps in forecasting, right? You should not, you cannot able to mingle this. You cannot, according to the code, you cannot. So steps in forecasting, step by step only you should go through. Okay. Then we'll go with the quality. Okay, we'll go with the qualitative methods. Next we'll go with the quantitative statistical methods. So quantitative means which is according to the number wise. So here it takes a lot of time also to deal with this. But as soon as we enter into the questions, it will be easy. Okay. So hardly in this module, in this part, how many questions are there? So there are 4 questions, that's it. Okay. Okay, kindly go through the range of a period. We'll start with the steps in forecasting now. Yes guys, so the third step told was select the method you want to use for the making the forecast. Okay, and this method basically depends upon the period what you are selected to forecast and the information or data available on hand, and it also depends on what you expect from the information you get from the forecast, and select appropriate method from the making forecast. Okay, next one, gather information to be used in the forecast. The data you use for making forecasting to produce the result which is great use to you, and this data may be collected by primary source or secondary source. The data where we will get from the records of the firm itself, it is a primary source, or secondary source means which is published in data, magazines, education institutions, that is a secondary source. Last one is make the forecast. Using the data collected in the selected method of forecasting, the forecast is made. Done? Okay, there are 5 steps of making the forecast. Okay, first one is determine the objective of the forecast. Next one is select the forecast period where which forecast will be made. Third step is select the method you want to use for making the forecast. Next is gather information to be used in the forecast. Next thing is make the forecast. Okay, next, forecast methods. How to forecast demand? There are 2 types of approaches such as qualitative and quantitative. Under qualitative, you do not have much practical things, only theory, but quantitative you have so many questions. Okay, we'll go with the qualitative. See, qualitative methods. What are the qualitative methods? Surveyor of buyer's intentions or the user's expectation method. Second one, collective opinion or sales force composite method. Third one, group executive judgment or executive judgment. Fourth one, expert's opinion. Next one is market test method. Okay, these are general methods. Okay. Next is the survey of buyer's intention or the user's expectation method. What it is? Under the system of sales forecasting, actual users of the product of the concern are contacted directly and they are asked about their intention to buy the company's products in an expected given future, usually a year. What is going to happen? Contacted directly the customers and asking or interacting with them about the products in an expected, usually a year. So total sales forecast of the product then estimated on the basis of a advice and willingness of various customers. How many customers are willing to go for this product? We have to mention or record those also. This is the most direct method of the sales forecasting. The chief advantage of this method are, and see, this is the most direct method of sales forecasting. And the chief advantage of this product are, see, 4 are there. Sales forecast under this method is based on information received or collected from the actual users. Okay, who buyers' actions will really decide the future demand. So the estimations are correct. You interact the customers directly and make the forecast. Second one is, it provides the subjective feel of the market and of thinking behind the buying intention of the actual users. So it may help the development of a new product in the market. So if you meet the customer directly, right, you will able to know how far the customer is willing to go for the product. Next one, this method is more appropriate where users of the product are numbered and a new product is to be introduced for which the previous records can be made available. And according to this method, it may take long process, but you will get the exact correct decisions. And it is more suitable for short-term forecasting. If it is a long-term forecasting, means you keep on going for the person to person on long basis. But short-term forecasting, it is really helpful. Second one is the collective opinion or sales force composite method. Collective opinion. Under this method, views of salesman, branch manager, area manager and sales manager are secured for the different segments of the market. Salesmen, being close to the actual users, are required to estimate expected sales in their respective territories and sections. And these estimation of individual salesmen are then consolidated to find out the total estimated sales for the coming session. First of all, they go with the required number according to the territories and sections. Then these will be combined and consolidated. These elements are then further examined by the successive executive levels in the light of various factors like proposed changes in the product design, advertising and selling prices, competition, etc. before they are finally emerged for forecasting. Next, third step, group executing judgment or executive judgment method. This is a process of combining, averaging or evaluating. In such other way, the opinions and views of top executives. Opinions are sought from the executives of different fields. Like if you take market, finance, production, different departments, you take the decisions and you forecast. That is what we call as a group executive judgment or executive judgment method. Experts' opinion. Under this method, the organization collects opinions from the specialists in the field outside, who every day see the customers, who every day experience with the customers very nearly. Those we call as experts, who are working on field. Okay, so on site. So the organizations, so opinions of experts given in the newspapers and journals for the trade. Wholesalers and distributors for company, products, agencies or professional experts are taken. By analyzing these opinions and views of experts, deductions are made for the company's sales and sales forecasts are done. So this is how the deductions are made and sales forecasts are done. Next, market test method. final thing is market test method. Under this method, seller sells his product. Under this method, seller sells his product in a part of the market for some time and make the necessary assessment of sales for the full market on the basis of results on the test sales. This method is quite appropriate when the product is quite new in the market. Sometimes you may go like freely they will give the sample and go for that. And if you by seeing the people reactions and by seeing the people feedback, they go for the real purchasing plan in the market. Okay. Okay, 5 methods we have learned. So what is that? Surveyors of buyers' intentions or the user's expectation method, collective opinion or sales for composite demand method, and then group executive judgment or exact executive judgment method, and experts opinion and market test method. Next, qualitative statistical method. And this approach takes into account historical data and uses statistical modes to forecast the demand. There are broadly 2 types of approach. What are the 2 types of approach? Casual or regression analysis or time series analysis. Okay, so we learn into this according to this method very in depth. So casual model. So the casual model is expanded D, but dt is a factor of F1, F2, F2. What does that mean? D means demand for period T, for moderate like a medium period or a short or a long, that is demand what you are creating, and F1, F2 are the factors responsible. What are the factors responsible to forecast the demand? For example, see, first factor, sales budget, price, promotional budget, technology. These are all the different factors to know the demand, okay, to forecast the demand. Therefore, we need to take into account the time, which time. And however, the casual or regression analysis model sometimes is treated as a useful method as it considers various perspectives or influences into the analysis. In this context, it may be noted with regard to the forecasting period, we sometimes fail to capture sudden change in given conditions over the study period. See, we sometimes fail to capture sudden change in given conditions over the study period. Okay, we sometimes fail when there is sudden change in the market. No, even though we forecasted properly, it goes. See, after spread of COVID-19, example it is an organization. Let's take an example of FMCG company, fast moving cost goods. That made forecasting of demand in 2020 and beyond had undergone an abrupt initial variation in the demand. Of course, see, before COVID-19 they have taken decision according to it, but COVID-19 impacted very lot and their expectations went very wrong, and therefore forecasting is never absolutely accurate. There is an error in the forecasting process. This concept shall be more clearly explained in the next section and timely series analysis. Now see, so when you go for casual, there are so many things are going to affect. When there is a time series analysis, y of t is what? Demand at time t, and y, that is a small y is realized demand at time t. See, this is the actual demand, this is a realized demand. So realized demand always a subset of actual demand. Actual demand we must keep is more and realized demand is within that. Okay, so one is sample, one is total. See, it is given. So here it is actual and this becomes realized. Okay, so that's why for any test series there are 4 components. Very important objective type of question. See, realized demand only you should consider. That is what a main thing is equal to when it is a additive series. You should add trend plus seasonality plus cyclic plus irregularity. When you go for the multiplicative, that is trend into cyclic, seasonal into cyclic into irregular or random. Okay, now see, we'll according to go to this 4, we'll define those: trend, seasonality, cyclic, irregular, variation. First, trend, an indicator for a long-term movement, that is, it is the tendency of the data to move upward or downward over a considerable longer period of time. Sometimes the data remains unchanged in time, that implies trend. So trend in the sense, see, market, it is like this: 2001, 2002, 2003, and here it is demand. Okay, see here, here down, and again here up here. So the continuous process which you are mentioning on year-wise basis according to the demand, the trend is moving. Okay, got it? Yes. Okay, next see, for example, population trend, number of students admitted, number of infected cases of COVID-19. Next, seasonality, rhythmic or regular and periodic variations over a span of less than 1 year. This type of variations may be recorded daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly or yearly. Example, consumer durable products may have seasonal variations during festive times and special occasions every year. So Diwali season, how many crackers will be sold? Now it won't be same on all festivals, correct? So festive seasons also. Next, cyclic variation, a kind of oscillatory movement generally spanning over more than 1 year. Example, business cycle. Okay, like it goes with prosperity, recession, depression, again recovery. The cyclic variation also become a factor. Next, irregular variation, random or unpredictable, uncontrollable or erratic. These are all same. Random it is, or unpredictable or uncontrollable, sometimes erratic. They are referred to as a noise. Okay, means even though you create very properly, very beautifully, but still there are irregular variations like this. You cannot control it, like COVID-19. Okay, and they are referred to as a noise. And in the following, we shall discuss time series and model-based analysis for both additive and multiplicative model. However, in our discussion, we will restrict ourselves not to considering cyclic component for the time being. So, cyclic component you will learn in future. So, for time being, we concentrate only on the demand forecasting. And one more thing, remember very carefully, according to the trend you have questions. Okay, when we go for that, we can solve those. The cyclic, for time being, we have not taken it. So only T plus S plus I. And very important, underline this. See, so realized demand is equal to A plus B of T. That means A and B are coefficients. Okay, and linear functions have been given. So first one, this one. Realized demand at T is equal to A plus B into T. Second one is C. Only concentrate on this, that's enough. So there are three factors. When it is two factors, when it is two components are there, how it is. When it is three coefficients are there, how it is. And exponential form. AB to the power of B. Okay, AB into B to the power, A into B to the power of T. So we use log, how to use anti-log. Okay, we will go through that also. Now here it is not needed. So there may be one thing which could be asked. That is what? Mean square error. What do you mean mean square error means? Okay, mean square error. There are formula. This is the formula. ESS by number of time periods. Okay, effectiveness. ESS, effectiveness, depend upon the number of time periods. If effectiveness, how do you use? Okay, see, you take this being error and this goes here and it should be minus. On LHS side it is plus, means on RHS side it should be minus, right? So if it goes here, see, summation of the error square is equal to summation of the demand on both realized demand and actual demand to the square. But just the concept wise I just taught you, but you do not need to worry about those. Okay, it won't affect your practicals down. This is very important equation. Underline this. See, we have not considered the cyclic variation. Okay, without cyclic variation considered, it is the equation. Okay, and with considering cyclic equation, this is the equation. Okay, any doubt? No, right? So concentrate on this. Just remember, for objective type it may come. Therefore, now the questions how to find, yes. Now seasonal variation, how to find out. See, we use moving average method and weighted moving average method and simpler exponential smoothing, double exponential smoothing, hot winter model. Okay, see, now moving average method will go through. So you go through with these 5 topics. I mean, just for time being, you know the names. Okay, as when on the time arises, we will be going with each and every method. So there may be objective type of question like seasonal variations to be find out from the following. Okay, like below options are being given all of the above, none of the above, A and B, like that, and you should go through with this. Moving average captures captures impulsive changes, and it's a dynamic in nature, ability to handle outliers more than arithmetic means, which is statistic in nature, continuous movement of average values. See example here. If it is like an odd number, see these are all no need to worry guys. Whenever there is a sums, no, we'll understand this very properly. Okay, whenever there is a sum, we can understand this very properly. Okay, no need of worrying about this. If it is even, understand only one thing here. If it is even, 2n. If it is odd, 2n plus 1. That's it. If it is even, when moving average, the number, total number is 5. Odd number, right? 2n plus 1 generalization we should do. If it is a moving average, there are only 4 elements. It is even, right? Only 2n generalization you will do. That's it. And the advantage of the odd term MA is simplicity and its computation. However, it has to forego on n periods at the beginning and end. Hence, it loses some fluctuations, and it also applicable for long period. For a longer period, possibility of error increases. Another limitation is that odd term MA is one-time average calculation method. It is a one-time average calculation method. So you need not to worry these. Only how much ever I taught, that much it's enough. And yeah, see when you have seen there are two things, right? Y is equal to a plus b into t. How to find this a and b? There are two formulas here. You understand only those. That's enough. Okay. When the sum arises, we will go with that. And this box you need not to go through. You need not to see again this. No need. So this thing, just example, an averaging method. Averaging method, you know, right? When you consider like a 3 terms, just 3 terms if you are taking, adding of 3 terms divided by 3. 4 means adding of 4 divided by 4. Okay, that's it. It is not required. Decomposition reaction, you just take it. Decomposition reaction where yt minus y dash of t is equal to seasonal plus irregular. We call it as a decomposition, that you take care, and it's not required. Okay, that's not related to anything, so don't worry about those. Okay, next illustration 1 will straight away move now. From the following time series, data of sales project are being given. Okay, see the project for the next 3 years. The project for the next 3 years they told. Okay, so we need to forecast the demand for the next year. According to 2021 till 2021 only they give. 2022, 23, 24 you should find out. Okay, yeah. Time deviation from 2004. See, what I can tell you here is, first count this. Count this. So there are how many? How many are there total? So 1, 2, 7 are there. So 7 is an odd number, right? 7 is an odd number, means to block out. So you have very popular thing is the middle term you always take 0. See, the middle number is 2018. Okay. So how do you find out the middle number, sir? So if you ask me, use the formula as n plus 1 by 2. N is how much, man? Here 7. 7 plus 1 by 2 is how much? 8 by 2 is equal to 4. What is the fourth term here? Fourth term. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. That is 2014. This you take 0. And all downsides are positive. Plus 1, plus 2, plus 3. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. So that's how the time deviation. Here it is the time deviation from 2018, not 2014. Okay. Next, sales in thousands units. That is Y. So time deviation you have to find out being X. And the sales you have to take Y. That is they have only given in the question. Okay, now squares of time deviation, just square it, 3 square, 2 square, 1 square, and add it everything. Now product of deviation and sales. Okay, now product of deviation and sales. How much deviation into sales? So if you take, this is A, this is B, so it is A into B. Okay, that is minus 3 into 80. Okay, and here it is minus 2 into 90. Here it is minus 1 into 92. Here it is 0 into 83. And next it is 1 into 94. Next it is 2 into 99. Next it is 3 into 92. Okay, so there are first step, years they only gave, according to the number you take, and whichever is the middle take 0, if it is odd, so above ones are negative, below ones are positive, then go for the sales which is given in the question, then just take a square of the time deviation, then just multiply the sales and time deviation. Okay, see, now you have a regression equation, already you learned it, y is equal to a plus b into x. How do you find out a? That is sigma y divided, sigma y is nothing but summation of y, that means sales, divided by n means total numbering, 630 by 7, it is 90. Then b is equal to sigma xy, that is a deviation as well as sales, okay, summation. So that is 56, and sigma x square is nothing but time deviation squaring, so 28, 2. Now see, you have now y is equal to 90 plus 2x, okay, 90 plus 2x. So 90 plus 2x means, how do you find out 90 plus 2x? So y is equal to 90 plus 2x. How this has come? A you found out, right, and b you found out, right. A is 90, b is equal to 2. Okay, now you just need to go with the flow. Okay, see x, how do you know with the x? Sir, if you see, if I go with the here, see 2021, so 2020, here it is 2, 3, if you go with the table, correct? See the table, that is what it is showing here. See 2020 and 21, 2 and 3. Now next 3 years I have to find out. Next 3 years is what? 22, 23, 24. 2022, 2023 and 2024. After 3, what is the positive number? Exactly 4. Then 5, this is 6. So these 3 are x values. Okay, how do you find out now? Demand of 2022 is equal to a plus b into t. That is, a is equal to how much? A is equal to 90, b is equal to 2, we found out by using the table, and x is equal to what is for 2022? It is 4. 4. See, so that is 90 plus 2 4s are 8 is equal to 98. Next, demand of 2023. Same, 90 plus 2 into, now x value is become what? 5. So 5. So 90 plus 5 2s are 10. So y 2023 is equal to how much? 90 plus 10 is 100. Next, x value is 10 next x value. So y 2024 is equal to 90 plus 2 times of 6. So 90 plus 6 2s are 12. So 90 plus 2 is 102. So 98, 100, 102. See, 98, 100, 102 in 1000 units. Don't forget in 1000 units. See, here it is 2020. See, they gave wrongly here. You just erase. And 2020, this is here. Okay, here they gave wrongly. So 2022, 2023 and 2024. Okay, done. No doubts, right? If you are copying means copy. So simple, ma, this is very simple. Okay, finding out a and b, then putting an equation, solving those. That's it. Very easy. So this question also you may expect. The changes what I made, change it. Done. Okay, we straight away move to the next question. With the help of the following data, project the trend of sales for the next 5 years. So simple again. See, till 2021 they have given, but previous question, this question, what is the different means? If you add this years, no, it is even number now. It is 6. Okay, before it is what? Before it is 7. So n plus 1 by 2 you did. Now if you take n by 2 and n by 2 plus 1 average you have to take here. Okay, see, n by 2 and n by 2 plus 1. What is n by 2? That is 6 by 2 and 6 by 2 plus 1. 6 by 2 is how much? 3. 3 plus 1. So 3 as well as 4. 3 and 4, right? See, here you have to understand very properly. When it is odd numbering series, you have to take the middle number 0, then above is negative, below is positive. Here also, third and fourth, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So third and fourth, take 1 minus 1, 1 plus 1. That is how if you take, ultimately you make the sigma x is 0. Okay. So above is minus 1, below is plus 1, then plus 2 plus 3, plus 2 plus 3. Okay, like 2 difference, sorry, not plus 2 plus 3. So you are taking, excuse, you are going with the plus 1 and minus 1. So you basically add 2, because you are taking 2 differences, right? So minus 1, it's having 2 gaps between 10. So that's how minus 1 plus of minus 2, that is minus 3. Minus 3 minus 2 becomes minus 5. Next, 1 plus 2, 3. 3 plus 2, 5. Main difference. Okay, if it is a even number, you aramse go with only 1, 1, 1. That is a 0, 1, 2, 3, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3 above. If it is a even number, if they given, not a odd, if it is a even given, just to find out n by 2 or n plus 1 by 2, the middlemost numbers minus 1, minus 2, sorry, minus 1 plus 1, then plus 2 plus 3 plus 5, minus 3 minus 5. That's it. Okay. Next sales they only gave. Then squares of time deviation. Squares of time deviation, this is same here. And how do you find out A? Same. Sigma A, how do you find out A sigma y by sigma n, and B, how do you find out sigma x by sigma x square? So 120 and 4 you will get. Here also time deviation from 2018 and 19. Okay. Yeah, now see, you know the value now. Okay, and how do the x being? See, so simple here. X being how? See, I will take 2020 and 21. 2020 and 2021. And here it is 3, here it is 5. Correct? Next, see, next 5 years they told, that is 2022, 2023, 2024, 2025 and 2026. So 5 plus 2 is 7. 7 plus 2 is 9, 11, 13, 15. So in the place of x, you be substituting those. See, in the place of x, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15. And A and B you solved already. Okay, till 2016 is the data. Okay, and substituting you will get this. So simple, right? That's it. But only one thing, when it is a even, you have to take 1, 3, 5, 7. Okay, when it is a odd, you just take just 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Next, we will go to the next question. An investigation into the demand for color TV sets in 5 towns has resulted in the following data. 5 different towns. Okay. See, earlier you were able to finding out the deviation. Now you need not to find the deviation. Why? Because of they have not given years here. They have given directly 2 different variables, that is x and y. Okay. So simple. X and y, when it is given, means x square, y x into y. Okay, that's it. So this is, see, if it is A, here you just take A square. If it is B, here you take A into B. Okay, that's it. And do the summation, and A plus B again. and here you cannot find out the A is equal to sigma y divided by n, sigma xy divided by sigma x square. You cannot take that because here it is not a time deviation question. Okay, so how do you find out n x of, say, y is equal to a plus b of x, and you need to find out the a and b values. How do you find out the a and b? You have two different equations. What are two different equations? These two. Okay, sigma y is equal to n of a plus b into sigma x, and sigma ey is equal to a of sigma x plus b of sigma x square. Okay, on applying, see, n is equal to how much, ma? N is equal to how much? 1 2 3 4 5. Taken 4, and a do not know, you need to solve. And b of sigma x, how do you know? That you got given y, got 45b. Any doubt till here? No, right? And sigma y is how much? 67. So 67. Next sigma xy is 655, and 45a, and then 455b. Any doubt? No, right? Next. You can go according to the okay, guys, sorry for the inconvenience. Yeah, see here, so by cross multiplication we can able to solve this. Okay, so we'll solve this. So till here you do not have any doubt, if I feel. Okay, you know how to draft this two equations. Okay, how do you got this? According to the table also I showed. And see, each and every question is different. First question it is given odd, second question it is even, third question is there is nothing need to find out the time deviation. It is completely a different factors. Okay, you understand this question what I am teaching now? This question, same topic, is again going to repeat in your finals. Okay, yeah, two different equations. That is, see, 67 is equal to 5a plus 45b, 5a plus 45b. Next, 655 is equal to 45a plus 655 is equal to 45a plus 455b. Okay, I'll go with the normal cross, like elimination method. Okay, I'll go with the elimination method. So multiply this by 9. See now, so 67 into 9 is equal to how much? 603. 5 9s are 45a. 45 into 9 is 405. 405b. Next, given equation as it is you take 45a plus 455b. Now see, minus you do, because this becomes minus, this becomes minus. Hope you know this method. If it is a plus is there, minus you should take. Okay, and then 45 cancels, and then 603 minus 645, 603 minus 655 is equal to how much? Minus 52. And then 405 minus 405 minus 455 is equal to how much? Minus 50. Minus cancel. So here it is going means multiplication will get dividend. That is 52 divided by 50. So b is equal to how much? 52 divided by 50. B is equal to 1.04. Now take any equation. like I take this first equation, that is 67 is equal to 5A plus 45B. So B is equal to how much? 5A plus 45 into B is 1.04. 67 is equal to 5A plus 45 into 45. How much? 46.8. And this goes here. 67 minus 46.8 is equal to 5A. And see, minus 67 is how much? Minus 2 for 20.2. 20.2 is equal to 5A, and A is equal to 20.2 by 5 divided by 5. How much? 4.04. A is equal to how much you got? 4.04. 4.04 is A and B is 1.4. You got A and B, right? So simply you can just concentrate now on the next method. See, A is equal to B is equal to 1.4 and A is equal to 4.04. And now see, yeah. Now further, what did they ask? Fit a linear equation. Okay, we have fit. We have also found A and B also. Okay, with a population of 10 lakhs and 20 lakhs. Whenever if it is X is 10, see, if X is a 10 lakhs, what is the demand? How many TV sets need to go? And the population is 20 lakhs. What is the demand? So in the place of Y is equal to A plus B into X, right? In the place of X, you take first 10 and next equation you take 20. That's it. See here. First you take 10, then you take 20. For the 10 lakh population, how many thousand sets? You are going to find 14,000 4,000 TV sets. For 20 lakh population, you are going forecast demand is 24.84 thousand CTV sets. Okay, in it so simple it is. Okay, first problem is what is depend on? It is on odd 0 and above is -1, -2, -3, below is 1, 2, 3. And if it's second sum, what is telling? Even. That means -1 plus 1, -3 plus 3, -5 plus 5. Okay, and further years are 2, 2, 2, 2. You should keep on adding. Next, third sum is different. Here no time deviation it is given. X and Y, two different protocols are given. So different equations will be formed and a different way of approaching the A and B. And then exactly how they ask. It is not asking the next 3 lakhs, next 30 lakhs like that. It is asking in between they are giving. Correct? Okay. If you see the first and second question, they are asking the next 3 years, next 5 years. But it is not asking like this. It is asking in between. So 10 and 20 it is asking like that. Okay. See here, this is not a time deviation question, but other two are time deviation questions with a varying x2 and x1. That's it. So it's not. Wanna copy down? Yeah, you can do this from here. One question is there. If you do that one question, we'll be done with this. Unlike 2.1 will be completed. Next 2.2. Okay, done guys. Okay, next we will go with the next question straight away. Next question is also so simple. An investigation into the use of a scooter in 5. Okay, n is been given. Oh, x and y two different variables. Okay. Okay, here they ask only for 16 lakhs. Earlier time it was given for 10 and 20. So where you have to fit the x for 10 and 50 two different equations. Now it is only for 16 lakhs. Okay, you can do that. X, y, x square, x, y. Okay, x, y. So this being a, this being b. Here it is x a square. Here it is a into b. And summation you take, and two different equations, y is equal to a plus bx you will get, right, and sigma y is equal to and sigma xy is equal to two different equations you will get. Then after substituting those you will get this much, that is n is equal to 5 and sigma x is equal to 40 and then x square is equal to 370. Okay, and then sigma y is equal to 35,000. Sigma y is equal to 35,000 and xy is equal to 370. Xy is equal to 3,11,040. Okay, now see, same two different equations, and again multiply, like elimination method you go through, you find out that AB you will get, and in the place of x you substitute 60, you will get the answer. Okay, you want me to do? Okay, fine, I'll do it. So two different equations you take. What are two different equations here? 35,000 is equal to 5a plus 40b. 35,000 is equal to 5a plus 40b. Next, 3,11,000 is equal to 3,11,000 is equal to, here it is sum of above, don't confuse, sum it is. Okay, next 3,11,000 is equal to 40a plus 3,11,000 3,11,000 is equal to 40a plus 370b. Elimination method. See, here second equation it is 40 near to that. Okay, so above is 5, right, into 8 you multiply. Okay, you will get then 35,000 into 8 is equal to how much? 2,80,000. 2,80,000. So 5 into 8 is 40a. So 40 into 8 is 8 for the 32, 320b. Next, second one is same as it is, you take 3,11,000 is equal to 40a plus 370b. Then take elimination, minus, cancel these both. So 2,80,000 minus 3,11,000 is equal to how much? Minus 31,000. And a is equal to 320 minus 370. 320 minus 370 is how much? 50, minus 50. Cancel. So 31,000 divided by 50 is equal to b. So b is equal to how much? 31,000 divided by 50 is equal to 620. B is equal to 620. Let's take the equation. This is first equation, right? Substitute in first equation, that is 35,000 is equal to 5a plus 40b. So 35,000 is equal to 5a. What is a? What is a here? So you will not know, right? Then 40b. What is b here? B is 620. Okay. Now 35,000 is equal to 5a plus 620 into 40. So 24,800. So if it comes here, it will be minus 24,800 is equal to 5a. Then minus, if you do, you will get 10,200 divided by 5 is equal to a. So a is equal to how much you will get? 2040. So a is equal to 2040 and b is equal to 620. A is equal to 2040 and b is equal to 620. That's it. Okay, and then you take equation that is a is equal to 2040, and in the place of x you substitute 16, that is asked in the question. So 620 into 16 you do, you will get 99920, then add to 2040 and demand will be for 11,960. So hence the expected demand for scooters for a town with a population of 16 lakh will be 11,960 scooters. And last statement you must have to write. If you do not write last statement, you will lose mark. Okay. But these two equations are very must. Whenever there is no time deviation is not given, you should go for this. Okay. Just to finding the A and B, two different scenarios are there. Okay, if it is a time deviation has been given, two different scenarios. If it is time deviation is not given, two different scenarios. So we have seen four different questions. So two are depend on time deviation questions, two are not depend on time deviation questions, and that too under 4 also we have seen different scenarios. So any type of question let them ask, you can able to do that. Practice. Okay, practice only. Next class will be going in the capacity planning. So this is a easy topic, it will complete fastly. On capacity planning you have so many things to learn. Okay, in finance on this capacity planning only you have many questions also. Okay guys, so the person I'm speaking to the persons now who is not believing in yourself and who wanted to postpone your exam attempt. Okay, if not now, then when? Just a question to yourself this one. If not now, then when? Okay, so the answer must be knowing to you only. You ask yourself. Okay, so hope you are practicing every day and go with the topics one by one. Okay, so that's what today's class is. Next class, full of confidence and with full of energy, will come with the capacity planning. Okay, yes, bye guys, take care.